Hey guys, Mortal Jam here, and I'm bringing you another chaotic video today. And today I'm going to showcase my Mipedian Warbeast deck. So to get it started off, in the front lines, I've got Blazvitan, Uberan, and Gefatra. All absolutely great Warbeasts, some of the best in my opinion. And equipped to all these guys is the same battle gear, Warbeast Power Leash, which what it does, they all have an additional 5 energy. And if the creature's a Warbeast, it has Recklessness 5, an additional 5 energy for each conjurer you control, and deals an additional 5 damage on attacks. And as I said, they each have one of them. I got 3 of them. So those are my front liners. And to back them up, because they all have at least 10 recklessness, I've got Renoon, and I actually have 2 Renoons in the middle line. And he's great. He reduces recklessness to Warbeasts I control by 10, and he can pay a Magician to heal 10 damage to target creature. And one of them has the Manual Vidav, so he can heal himself 15 and has 10 more wisdom. So if he gets into trouble, needs to heal. And then Revita Flower, which is a great battle gear. Equipped creature gains 5 energy. And sacrifice Revita Flower, target creature gains 2 Magicians. And I use that, when I sacrifice it, to give my Blician 2 Magicians, so it brings him to 4. And I have him equipped with the Heptad's Crown, so he can pay Magics from any tribes, but whenever he casts a Magician or uses an ability, it deals 10 damage to himself. And his special ability is reduce recklessness damage to Warbeast you control by an additional 10 until end of turn, but that costs a Magician. And then for my Magicians, I've got Jig of Reinforcement, which does a lot of stuff. Heal 10 energy if it's an Overworlder, Fire 5 if it's an Underworlder, 20 to all disciplines if it's a Danian, and Invisibility Strike 10 if it's a Mipedian. So whichever, whether you're Overworld, Danian, Mipedian, Underworld, or whatever, you gain one of those, depending on what you are. And I got Notes of Neverwhere, target location loses all abilities until end of turn. Switch Rift, switch the positions of 2 target unengaged Mipedians you control. Area of Enragement, target creature gains Recklessness 5. And then because my Blician can cast magic from any tribe because of his Heptad's Crown, I got Can the Casualty to do an easy 20 damage to target creature. And 3 Hymn of the Elements, and they make it so target creature gains an elemental type of your choice in case you play an attack where one of your creatures loses an elemental type or the enemy makes you lose an elemental type. Then the next up, I'll do my locations and then my attacks afterwards. So I got Giantopolis, Chamber of the Oriclon, and it's Initiative Water. Battle Gear has Untargetable, so it can't be like target Battle Gear gets destroyed or whatever. Tablet Sanctuary, Initiative Speed. At the beginning of combat, the engaged creature with the most elemental types gains a Magician. And then Castle Pillar. At the beginning of combat, the engaged creature with the highest wisdom gains a Magician, and the initiative's Courage. Love Castle Pillar, it's a great location. The Overworld Embassy at Mipedian Oasis, initiative Wisdom, and when this becomes the active location, shuffle any Mirage locations into their players' in play into their owner's location deck, and Mipedians gain elemental type Water. And then I got the Storm Tunnel. Initiative Power, air attacks deal an additional 5. Damage dealt by water attacks is reduced by 5. I got the Mipedian Tropics, Initiative Courage, and the Mipedians have Water and Water 5. Love that past location. Growlorn Forest, Initiative Wisdom, and when a creature plays an elemental attack, heal 5 damage to that creature. It's another great past location. And I got Ravenar Ridge, Initiative Power. At the beginning of combat, if the player controls an engaged creature with elemental type air, that player may look at the top 3 cards of their attack deck, put one on the top and the others on the bottom in any order. Draenikish Threshold, Portal to the Past. Initiative Speed, all creatures are considered past creatures. Creatures have no tribes, and creatures with no tribes can only cast generic music. And then the last location, Rheopa Shock, the ocean with no water. Initiative Fire. Air and Earth attacks deal an additional 5 damage, and when a water attack is played, the attack's controller turns the top card of their location face up, becomes the active location, and Mirage, at the end of combat, engaged creatures gain a Magician. And lastly is my attacks, which I got Slow Sand, 10 Air, 10 Earth. I'm not going to read all the abilities on all of them. Blind Fury, 10 Air. If your engaged creature has Recklessness, deal 5 damage. I got 2 Sunder Grounds, 10 damage with Earth, and your creature loses Earth until end of turn. Quick Exit, 10 damage if you have 15 or more Courage, because that's Challenge Wisdom, sorry, not Courage. And then I've got Flash Warp is the same thing as Quick Exit, except for with power. Velocitrap, same but with speed. And then Shadow Strike, same but with Courage. And I got Petrifying Power, 5 Earth damage, 0 if the opposing player is the one with the active location. I got 2 Shriek Shocks, an easy 5 damage if you have 50 or more speed. Fearless Strike, 60 Courage and you deal 10 damage. If you have 60 or more power, you deal 10 damage, and it's got a base of 5. 2 Freeze Flashes, 10 Air, 10 Earth. Harnessed Rage, 5 damage. If your engaged creature has Recklessness, deal damage equal to its Recklessness value. Great for a Warbeast deck. Cyclone Slam, another great Warbeast card. 5 Air, 5 Earth. If your engaged creature is a Warbeast, deal 20 damage. Love Cyclone Slam. My favorite attack in this deck is Slash Claw, 5 damage, and if your engaged creature has Recklessness, deal damage equal to twice its Recklessness value. I've done 70 damage with this card before. Love Cyclone Slam. It's a 5-drop, but still. Now I got Symmetry Slam, deal 5 damage for each elemental type shared by both engaged creatures. Snare Attack, if your creature's speed is more than the opposing engaged creature's courage, deal 5 damage. If it isn't, opposing engaged creature loses 10 speed. And then Reckless Reproach, if the opposing engaged creature has Recklessness, deal damage equal to that creature's Recklessness value. And that's all for my Mipedian Warbeast deck. I absolutely love this deck. I think my favorite card's gotta be Gafatra. I love this guy. But I think that's about all for this video, guys. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel for more chaotic, and I also do LEGO Star Wars videos as well. Have a good one.